This domain is about value driven delivery. Let us understand how value is generated. First, by default, what is business value? As a normal or generic language. When you talk of value in any organization, we primarily talk about business value. While every organization may not be business or profit oriented, every organization conducts business related activities. They conduct these activities to attain business value. No organization does activity without having any business value. So business value is the entire value of the business. It is the total sum of all tangible and intangible elements. And this is shown in the diagram to our right. We have tangible elements such as monetary assets, fixtures, stockholder equity, utility. Intangible elements can be goodwill, brand recognition, public benefit, trademarks. Now business value can be short, medium or long term depending on the organization. And business values are mostly expressed in financial terms of an organization. What is the value of this business? If it is a profit oriented company. If it is a non-profit oriented company, then of course the goodwill, the brand recognition of that company will be taken into consideration. Irrespective of whether the company is profit oriented, business driven, government organization or not for profit, every organization talks in terms of business value. Now, to understand value in Agile, we have to understand features to benefits to value conversion. Value comes from benefits, which are delivered by projects inside a program or a portfolio, or projects within an organization. Values come up when the benefits are realized in the hands of the customer. So benefit actually gets converted to value, as shown in the figure here. Benefits provide value to the intended stakeholders. Benefits are typically measurable improvements in financial terms, but they also can be in non-financial or intangible terms. Examples of benefits can be 25% increment in revenue or gross margin, 30% increase in sales, improved employee morale, faster response time. These are the benefits. Or if I am talking benefits for a product, for example, if I am having a smartphone, there will be benefits such as communication can be 24/7 or accessibility to your friends and family members can be 24/7. These are the benefits, and people or customers are ready to pay for these benefits, and when they pay for these benefits, that is money, and that money is value for the organization which created the smartphone. The projects are undertaken by an organization to give you outputs, not benefits. So project by default is actually giving you a result or an output. The outputs from a project are undertaken by the organization are converted to outcomes, which are then translated to benefits. Let us take the same example of smartphone. If your project is building a smartphone, then the output is the smartphone. That is what the product will be delivered by the project. You are building a smartphone, output is smartphone. Now what is the outcome? Outcome talks about the features, that is what users can do better with the product created. For example, here the outcomes can be communication is better and quicker, can access social media round the clock, that is another outcome. That is the features. Then benefits. Benefits are mostly noted in measurable improvements. Here the examples of benefits can be response time is reduced to 0, or communication cost will be reduced by 50% over landlines. These are the benefits. So to sum up, here is what we are going to get. Outputs, the products that the user is going to use or the customer is going to get. Outputs are the outputs of a project. Outcomes, things that the user will do differently or in a better way. Benefits, the measurable improvement. Most of the time it will be measurable, that is tangible, though it can be intangible. Benefits also can be qualifiable or quantifiable, financial or non-financial. Financial benefit, we saw some examples before, 30% increment in revenue, 20% increment in profit. These are financial benefits. Now value is created when benefits are realized in the hands of the customer. So with respect to the benefits, we saw there is a measurable improvement with respect to communication here. Measurable improvements, response time is reduced to 0. Communication cost reduced by 50%. And for these benefits, customers are ready to pay money. And as they're ready to pay money, that money is business value for your organization, which executed the project of smartphone. So representing it in a diagram, what we are seeing, the project will create the output first. That is the smartphone. Output will give you the outcomes. That is what the users will do differently, the features in the smartphone. Then outcome will get converted to benefits. Benefits are measurable improvement, 50% reduction in response time. And these benefits will be converted to value in the hands of the customer. That is, the customer is ready to pay, because most of the time when you talk of value, value is predominantly in financial terms, though it can be non-financial, non-quantifiable, intangible, among others. Next is Agile business value. So what Agile business value is talking about here? Agile development is mainly focused on deliverable of valuable software, which happens primarily via working software. In fact, one of the 4 core values of Agile Manifesto is this: working software or product over comprehensive documentation. Working software is the value that the customer is getting, or working product is the value that the customer is getting. This is complemented or completed by principles such as our highest priority is to satisfy customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. Deliver working software frequently from a couple of weeks to couple of months with a preference to a shorter time scale. This is another principle, as we have seen before in the earlier lesson of Agile principles and mindset. Another principle is complementing again. Working software is the primary measure of progress. So as you see, the focus is constantly on valuable software or valuable product or working product, which will give value to the customer. Now related to this, I have a question back to you, which is asking, do you remember the values and principles of Agile Manifesto? If you don't, a good time is to revisit these values and principle is now. So we need value in Agile as well, and we already know value comes from benefits. But how do outputs converted to outcomes in Agile? We saw output of a project gets converted to outcomes. Outcomes are noted in features of a product, as we know. Features which are actually requirements, which can be functional requirements or non-functional requirements. Now in Agile, features are part of a backlog, which can be a product backlog, or if you are delivering a service or a result, it can be simply called as a backlog. Let us, for simplification purpose, say all the features will be part of the product backlog. That is, the requirements are part of the product backlog, and they are called as backlog items or product backlog items. Now this backlog is a live log of requirements, and it is never complete. As and when customer is giving you more and more requirements, they are going to be added to this product backlog. These features or requirements are written in the form of user stories. It is the user story which actually talks of business value. When it is written, it talks in terms of business value and or business benefit, which you will see next, and how text the features to value conversion happens in Agile with the help of user story we are going to discuss in the next video.